saben que aquí les traemos lo mejor de lo mejor. Everybody, welcome to 5-2. I am delighted with this amazing guest tonight. Thank you for taking the time to be here. We have the beautiful Jessica Costales Enrique from Welcome to my house! One track vision.
Yes.
You have so much to tell us tonight.
Yes.
I'm delighted to share this with my viewers. Remember, all over the world, they're going to find out about a huge undertaking that you've taken on for this year that is going to come out really soon. The Fiesta SATX Short Film Festival.
Yes.
I mean,
that's right.
First thing, one of a kind. It's never happened in San Antonio. You're breaking ground. And please, tell me all about it. How did this concept start?
Okay, so the Fiesta SATX Short Film Festival. When was the first time we talked about it? Do you remember?
Only about a month ago.
A month
Right?
ago?
A month ago?
No, but it's been in the, like, you've been thinking about this for a while.
Yeah, in 2018 I
But
started
we really got
planning
serious.
it. But
Wow.
2018, but I put it aside because I was working on other things.
Yes.
All associated with the same thing we're doing,
Yeah.
every other things, but I put this festival aside at that point. And then I brought it up recently to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we said, okay, let's get it going.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is what we need
Yeah.
to build the foundation for what we're doing.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been brewing since
It's been
2018. Of course, then we get COVID.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I'm sure that set it back a little, or either gave you some more time to think about it and really put it together.
Yeah.
Why this year? And I want to say it's because you were going to meet me.
That's good.
Because the universe is listening,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and we are speaking it into reality as it's already happened. But why this year?
Okay, so with Ricky, we've worked so many projects in the past, and he's told me bits and pieces here and there.
Right.
I first heard of Lift Latinhearts.
Okay.
I thought that was great, and
Yes.
he's gonna go into it passionately
Right.
in a minute. And then we started talking about. I'm a filmmaker. I
Right.
love making film. I've focused on short films
Right.
a lot, and we've worked on some short films ourselves
Mm-hmm.
together. And so when he's talked about having a film festival,
Right.
Fiesta time, I
Right.
thought, wow, that's really cool actually, because in Austin we have South by Southwest in March, right? Spring
Right.
break and all that, and then we have like Fiesta in San Antonio. It's like, it seems like Fiesta takes up the whole April calendar for San Antonio.
Does feel that way.
Hey,
Yes.
San Antonio like to party.
Yeah.
But the thing that we thought, well, Ricky saw, I mean, his vision, I see his vision, and the thing that San Antonio is missing is the film,
Yes.
and also music, but we'll get into that later. But we want to focus on the short, like the film festival. Fiesta needs that,
Yes.
I feel like. And then he talked about, and then we can have a gallery, we can have screens with the beautiful frames, and then we can display all of the officially selected films. And
Yes.
that was awesome. That was mind-blowing. So yeah.
So the concept, so you came up with the concept. Once you shared it with her, it
I was fired.
became real and you were fired, so you got all into it. And this is where we are at today, because what you've just told me and presented to me, this is a complete project in the making, right? It's a baby that is ready to walk, right?
Yeah.
So at this stage of the project, and let's just talk about some dates. First of all, this is due to be presented from the 17th through the 20th in April, yes?
Yes.
Right? As of now, we have that the winners will be notified April 10th, right?
Yes.
Right?
That's
Okay. For anybody that wants to participate, the deadline is May. Oh, what date was it?
Okay, so we have the early bird, we have the regular, and then we have the ones that showed up to the party 2
Okay.
hours later.
Okay.
So, okay,
That
so-
always happens?
So the early bird deadline is January 2nd.
January 2nd.
Okay,
Okay.
and the fees will be, you'll be able to look up the fees in our website, Fiesta SATX shortfilmfestival.com.
Perfect.
So that's where you will go and get more details about it. Then we have our regular deadline is March 1st, and or deadline. I mean, did I say
Deadline? Yeah, deadline.
or late deadline is April 2nd.
April 2nd. Okay. So for those that are interested, are filmmakers or actors, or know of anybody that should be a part of this, I mean, you have time to get ready, but get going, because those are the dates, right? Absolutely the dates, right?
Yeah.
Now, this the criteria that the winners are going to be looking at, or you as judges, is
okay. Again, so we have a lot of here. Actually, let me
tell me about that,
go
because
on that. But I just want to mention one thing. So
Go ahead.
the main thing, the purpose actually for this film, I feel like in my heart, whenever Ricky told me this, I was like,
Tell me.
whoa.
Tell me.
We want to basically pave the way in San Antonio for young filmmakers, for aspiring actors, and the Latino community to flourish, right?
Yes.
And so this is the reason why we are opening this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In San Antonio during Fiesta time, and expose basically so many wonderful talent.
Perfect.
And so, they're welcome to participate, and I just feel so excited about it. Yeah, that is one. So what we want to do is we are taking the short films or short projects, and we're looking for a potential for them to become series.
Okay.
Right, and so what this is gonna do is going to, and then Ricky's gonna go into more detail because he's like a poet when he describes this.
And I want to hear it. Yes.
So take it away.
Okay. Well, before you do that, Ricky,
go ahead.
Tell me a little bit about your background. Now, I know you're an actress. You've done theater in the past. So you've got plenty of experience. You're bringing a load of experience to this. This isn't something you just came up overnight, right?
Yes.
You bring experience as well as talent. Tell me a little bit about your background.
So I started, I was working for AT&T a while back, and within AT&T we had a group called HISPA, which AT&T had different groups for different ethnicities, so we could help each other, mentor each other, move up the ranks. But every time the HISPA group got together, they would complain, everybody would complain, well, there's not enough Latinos on TV, blah, 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 this and that, right? So one day I said to myself, you know what? Everybody's always complaining, but nobody's doing anything about it. So if I ever have the opportunity to leave AT&T, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to take off and do this, try to get more Latinos on television.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, so I said, if I left, what would I do? I mean, so I started writing a script for a soap opera. I'm going to write a soap opera with the Latinos playing American roles, blah blah blah. Being the professionals, being the rich people, and all that. So then I started writing the script, and then one day, all of a sudden, out of the blue, AT&T offers an early retirement package. And I go, oh, God, should I do this or should I not do this? This is my opportunity to take this. Yes. I had only been with the company 12 years, still young, in my 30s. I would go, oh God, early retirement at 30, and then should I do it? So my friends kept saying, don't do it. You're too young. You need to stay with AT&T for a long time. And I said, no, I have to do this, right? So I signed the papers and took off and started started doing this. This was in 98. I don't even remember the year anymore. So then what happened, as soon as I left AT&T, I got an offer as a VP to go work in China. And I said, oh my God, okay, I'm in a quandrum here. I don't know, should I go work in China making six figures, or should I follow my purpose, which at this point I thought was my purpose, right?
Right.
And so, a Hispanic from the Valley doesn't have a chance to go to work in another country.
Doesn't happen often, no.
Yeah, and make six figures as an executive. So I said, I'm going to China. So the day I retired from AT&T, 2 days later, I'm on my way to China with luggage. I don't know Chinese. I don't know anything.
God.
So I landed in China. Been there. I was there for a year.
Oh my God. That is why when I call him, he goes, ni hao.
Yeah, I was saying, I was saying,
Okay, that was it. That's why. Okay.
Premiere! Now you know!
I'm like, why? I speak Japanese.
I was saying, ni hao.
Why
Yeah.
would you
Chinese.
tell me?
Why would
Chinese?
you cure it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
Chinese.
moshi
I was saying,
moshi.
ni hao.
Yeah.
So then, what happened with that? I ended up doing my job there, and I got hired as a consultant in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And so what happened when I was in Buenos Aires? You know, I was doing the work, and you know, so I ended up in Argentina. One day we're flying from Buenos Aires to Mar del Plata, which is a flight like from San Antonio to Houston,
Right.
to see another client. So I'm with my clients, and we're flying to Mar del Plata. I'm consulting. I'm a business strategist at that time. I'm just, you know, that's what I became, a business strategist. So we're flying to Mar del Plata, and on the way back, we get back to the airport, and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. My client's tired, and our plane is running late. And so she gets upset. She goes to the front counter and basically starts cussing me out. Like, you need to get us on the next plane. I go, oh my God. I'm thinking back here. I go, oh my God. With my life, my plane's going to crash. Where this woman's
my
acting,
God.
right? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, right? So we get on the plane, and as we're going up the plane, you know, it's a 30-minute flight, so 15 minutes up, 15 minutes down. So we get it up, we start coming down, and then all of a sudden something pops in the plane, like, boom, really loud, really loud. And we were all like, what the heck was that? And the flight attendants were, you know,
That's her fault.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So we land, and by the time we land, we get into the taxi, get to the hotel, and by the time we get to the hotel, there's TVs, you know, hanging out in the lobbies, and everybody's watching the televisions. I told you the story. So then, what's going on? And then we see our flight attendant going across the TV with all the reporters after her. The flight attendant was on our plane. And so what's going
Wow.
on? The plane that we had just gotten off of started taking off, and when it took off, it split in half, shot off 4 people. 4 people fell out
Oh my
and
God.
killed everybody else. 69 people. And so I'm watching this. Oh my God! So God, you just saved me for a reason. Why did you save me? Whatever it is, I'm gonna follow.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So then at that point, the first thing that came out, you wrote a show called Alamo Heights. You need to go back and pursue that, right? So I said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. That was my first thought, right? So I came back to San Antonio. I enrolled in film school, and I said, okay, I'm going to get this produced. So I started doing that, and ever since I've been working on it, off and on, because again, like I think like I told you earlier, we shot the first. It was called Alamo Heights SA.
Right.
And so I wrote it. I raised $1 million to produce it. And then what happened is the economy fell. So all my investors had to pull out. So at that point I said, I'm going to build a foundation for it. Next time we do it, we're going to have a foundation. So if investors pull out, we can continue going. And so that's what I've been working on. Yeah. So I started working with one of my actors, as a matter of fact, when we were doing Alamo Heights, he was a young kid. He was 18. He comes up to me, Rick, I want to be the youngest mayor of San Antonio one of these days. I go, okay, David, if you ever need help with anything, let me know.
Yes.
I said, okay. So then he, at 19, he decided to run for city council, and he didn't make it. Right?
Oh.
So then at 21, he went back again, and then he called me, hey, Rick, can you come help me? Can you help me with my campaign? I go, yeah, what do you need? Can you do a commercial for me? I go, yeah, I'll shoot a commercial for you. So we shot the commercial, put it on the air, and he won.
Oh.
Right? And he won.
Yes.
At 21, he was the youngest councilman ever elected, right? For City of San Antonio.
Wow.
Yeah. So then at that point, I said, okay, we were throwing his congratulations party, and I was leaving. He follows me to the car. He goes, Rick, come work. I want you to come work for me. I go, no, David, I'm working on this stuff. You know what I'm doing. So he goes, no, come on, work for me. He convinced me to go work for him. Right?
Yeah.
And he goes, you're gonna meet people. You'll be able to
Connect.
You'll be able to connect people.
Connections are everything.
Okay, you're right. So I tell you what, if you're still interested on Monday morning, call me. And then I'll come see you at City Hall, right? So at 6 o'clock in the morning, my phone's ringing at City Hall. I go, what, David? It's early in the morning. Because Rick told me to call you on Monday. I said, okay, fine. So
There it is.
Yeah. So I head out there. So I ended up working for City Council. And the reason I want you, again, is to make connections,
Right.
to understand the system. How do we present these projects to government so we can get funding? So I started building, learning all that. I started going to conferences, industry conferences. I've met with heads of ABC, NBC, CBS. I met with a lot of executives. We almost had a project on HBO, but the CEO at that time got me in. He said, we're interested in this show, and we were ready to go. He said, I'm gonna hook it with my VP. And so he did, and we started talking. She said, call me in 30 days. So I said, okay, I'll call you in 30 days after I did what she wanted.
Right.
And so when I called her, her personality changed completely. She goes, Rick, I told you not to call me again. I go, what are you talking about? We just talked 30 days ago and you said to call you. Well, what I found out is that the CEO had been fired.
Oh.
So she had a new CEO, so now she had other projects.
Oh,
So that fell through. That fell through. But that was okay.
Yeah.
That was okay because what ended up happening, I ended up going to conferences and I took the project to, it's called NATP, National Association of Television Production Executives.
right.
All the networks, all the shows, Friends, Geraldo, anything you can imagine, they're there.
Right.
So they're
Right.
projects. So I went there like a naive kid in film. So I went and rented a booth. Like I was a big shot, and I rented a big booth. Spent $20,000 in the booth, and I had my actors go with me. We fixed it up, and what happened is we started getting people that were interested in buying the show from all over the world.
Nice.
Yeah, all over the world. But when we went, we had just shot a little trailer, 4-minute trailer,
Right.
and
right.
so nobody, at that point, they're there to buy content for their networks around the world. So I said, you know what? At this point, we'll get back with you. So I collected all these business cards from all these ABC, NBC, the Oxygen Network, all these people interested. And I said, when we get back together next year, we will do this. So out of that, I ended up getting a group of people that were interested in investing in it. That's how I raised my $1 million for that.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So it served you well.
So served me well. And then we started shooting. And then, like I said, the economy failed and we stopped. So then I got into that thing of, okay, I'm going to build a foundation. I'm going to start understanding the industry. So I started going to all these conferences, educating myself, doing
Yes.
research, trying to see how we could get in. And it's not easy for a Latino to get into mainstream television. It's not. I mean, you knock on doors, they tell you, go to an agent. You need to get an agent. So then you go to the agents and they just say, oh no, you have to be referred by a studio. You can't just come and knock on the door. So there you go, back and forth. So I couldn't do it. So at that point, one of the guys that I met at a conference at NATP, he was from Canada, and he called me. He said, Rick, I'm interested in getting funds for your project, but let's do it as a streaming video, right? As
Yes.
a streaming show. And streaming was not happening yet. It was 2006 at that time.
Oh, no.
So yeah, it wasn't happening at that time yet. So and then I had two more offers. I had one from a studio that wanted to produce it. I had somebody who wanted to do a movie.
Right.
So at this point, I said, you know what? I think I want to do streaming because nobody's done streaming, and we keep all rights to it. We don't lose rights. If I go to a movie studio and they're going to take 90% of it, and it could be maybe millions of dollars for me. But,
Right.
But I wanted to go through the process of producing it, learning how to do it, distributing it, all that stuff. So we did streaming. And then we were being covered at HBO and Hulu. They weren't streaming yet. They started the year after we streamed. But then, like I said, the economy failed, and we ended up starting from scratch. So that's where we're at right now. That's how this all coming. I'm building a foundation now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So had the economy not failed us, because it failed all of us, this wouldn't probably have happened, and now you're building a historical event that would very likely create not just jobs, showcase local artistry. I mean, you're rewriting history.
That's what we're trying to hopefully.
Okay, that's what we are doing.
Yes.
We're doing it. We're doing
As
it.
we speak.
As we speak.
That, so and I said, always happens for your best interest, my
Absolutely.
best interest, and perhaps
And
this
everyone's
is
best.
what's meant to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Fascinating. This is fascinating. So this is, as you said, laying the foundation, right? This is a global.
The competition's going to be global. I mean, we're going to take entries from around the world.
Right.
But we want everybody to come to San Antonio because we want to build up San Antonio as well, Texas as well as a hub for streaming series. So with Latinos as the principal. Well, this is the thing. I don't want to be stuck in like Hollywood is stuck where, right now we're being left out. I want to be inclusive of everybody. So what we're saying is, if you have a project that has at least 25% Latinos as leads,
good,
and everybody else, we don't care. We want everybody to be a part of
that's
this.
the criteria.
Then we will look at you and we'll see what we can do for you. For the competition, we're not going to look at that. We're not going to say Latinos.
Got it.
Not for the competition.
Got it. Okay.
So we're going to just bring projects in that no matter what the project is, but if they win, part of the agreement will be, hey, we want you to shoot in San Antonio, and we want you to include 25% Latinos in the project, and we'll do everything we can to get you funded, to whatever we need to do to get you going. That's what our role will be. So then we start building one, and the next year we build another one, and then as they become series, they last for 4 or 5 years. Then we build another one, so eventually we'll have multiple 10, 20 productions going. Hopefully, if everything works out the way we're planning it.
Right,
And,
right.
And we'll see. Yeah.
So, first of all, I mean, if anybody's interested in participating as either a donor or perhaps some sort of partnership or as part of this, because there's also the Lift Latinhearts Production Fund.
Yes.
Right.
And this touched my heart to the core because your vision is to change the stereotypes, one, and two, to help the talent.
Absolutely.
Especially our local talent.
And
but the talent
behind the
generally.
scenes and in front of the
Right.
both sides.
Right, right. So that's part of the prize, right?
Correct.
What are you going to get for participating is not just notoriety, but there's actually going to be a lot more involved.
Absolutely.
Tell me about how this is going to show. So 150 films of all the films are going to be picked, right? And there's going to be a gallery. Tell me more about that, because this is something that I've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the goal.
This is so cool.
Yeah, the goal is the goal is 150. I mean, we're gonna try to pick the best. So
Okay.
if they don't make it a certain
Yeah.
standard, we may end up with 75. We may end up with 50. But we
Gotcha.
want the best of the best to be at the exhibit. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna submit. We're not gonna pick winners at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, it's just entries, and let's do a official selections of the people,
Right.
the things that we think people are gonna like. So once we pick those, then we're
Yes.
gonna take those and put them into a gallery, which is gonna be called the
It's a
Art of Film
tongue
Gallery.
twister.
Short Art of Film Gallery. That's what it's gonna be called.
But it's
Shorts Art of Film Gallery.
Yeah.
I can't even say it.
See?
Shorts
It's a tongue
Art of
twister.
Film Gallery. There you go.
It's probably gonna change. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
Yeah.
yeah.
At this point,
But,
yeah.
but the
It might
gallery is
change.
for sure.
But
So
the gallery
it's-
is a sure thing.
It's called
Yeah.
Shorts. That's what it's called.
Shorts.
And then at the
Yeah.
bottom of the tagline is
Shorts.
Art of Film Gallery. That's
Art
what's
of
up.
Film
Yeah, that's the
Gallery.
tagline.
Okay.
So it'll be short. So when you walk in there, you're gonna expect short films.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like it.
yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, so when you walk in there as a visitor, as a tourist, whatever, you'll be able to see the films, buy merchandise for each from each film that's there, and as we go throughout the year, the films that get the most sales are going to be
Yeah.
the winners at the end.
At the end of the
Of
year.
the year.
Nice.
At the end of the year, and part of those sales are going to go to the Lift Latinhearts Foundation Production Fund. To train new kids, up and coming
Lovely,
talent, to recognize people that have already made it in Hollywood as Latinos and they're making it in Hollywood. There's 5 programs that are going to be part of the Lift Latinhearts programs, but that part of the funds are going to go there. Part of the funds are going to go to the filmmakers, so
Gotcha.
they can create jobs as a
Yes.
film jobs grant.
Their next project.
Yeah.
Okay. How is this different than Cannes? Because I know everybody that is into films, period, has heard of Cannes. So how is this different? Just so people understand the difference.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of difference, but
Yeah.
tell me.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Cannes is a global, obviously, so they're one of the best film festivals in the
Right.
world. But what they do is feature films that are feature films, full films. We're going after the short film, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But yeah, Cannes basically does the big celebrity movie stars, all that stuff.
Right.
We're doing the indie. We're doing the short films that have potential of creating new
Yes.
filmmakers, new actors. We want to give them opportunities to make money, to create
Yes.
jobs, and that's the difference between us. We're going to be giving film job grants for these winners. Where most of them they give awards, they give trophies, whatever, but they really don't give a lot of money.
Right.
Or they give them $10,000,
Right.
and that's it, and they can go do whatever they want with
Right,
it.
right.
But our goal is to, hey, you're going to give you money, but you're going to create more jobs. You're
Yeah.
going to keep going, and you're going to hire people.
And come and shoot in Texas.
In Texas.
Yeah.
So
That's
that the
another-
revenue
Yeah.
hopefully stays here, right?
Yes,
That's the
exactly.
idea.
Like everyone needs to see Texas.
That too.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to have a photo down by the river anyway.
There you go.
Because
Oh,
like a lot of the movies have been
No, it is
like
true.
LA, New
Yes.
York, Chicago.
Yeah. So we're putting Texas on the map is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because once you have that prestigious award, you're probably gonna get noticed
Mhm.
by the
For
bigger.
sure.
I mean, I've seen some amazing short films. I
Yeah.
have seen.
And that's the thing. Most short films, they come up to a brick wall. They shoot the film,
They usually do.
and they put them on the shelf. There's nothing more you can do with it. So what we're doing with our competition,
Yes.
if you have an old short film that can be a series, or if you have a new short film, we want to take them off the shelf, bring them down, submit them. Yeah, submit them.
Yeah.
And we've done a lot of short films, and we finish them, and there's nothing else. We did it. We put them through the circuit, or we put them in a couple of film festivals, and it's done. We're changing that.
I submitted like mine recently to Film Freeway, which is what we're using for submission. Yeah, so it's cool. This Film Freeway, it's like a platform where a lot of film festivals are. There's a list of a lot of film festivals around different parts of the world.
Right.
So ours is gonna be registered there, and then that's how you guys can submit films. Like all you young artists, you can submit there, and then it keeps track of like where the status of your submission is. So that's really cool.
Okay. So anybody that is interested could go to Film Freeway,
Yes, Film
submit it,
Freeway.
and keep track.
Yeah, and they'll go through our portal. There'll be a link on our portal. It'll take them directly to our contest.
Okay.
And so once they get in our website, they'll pick
Okay.
the link. It'll link them to Freeway, and then they'll Film Freeway, and they'll be able to register them.
And the website is, of course, www.fiesta.SATX shortfilmfestival.com, which we'll put at the end of the video or below during the video, so they can go to it. And when do you suspect this is going to be up and running so they can start?
So we're opening it up December 15th.
December 15th?
That is our goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So it's rather easy to navigate. I did get a feel for it. So very cool. It's very festive. I like very colorful.
Yeah.
So that's very attractive. Now, that being said, once they submit it, they can go to Film Freeway, stay on top of it, wait for an answer, right? And that's the difficult part. How long is this? How long are the films? I know it's a short film, but what's the criteria on that?
So the criteria is it has to be at least 2 minutes up to
40.
Up to 40.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually longer than I expected.
So we have the for music videos, for animation, for
games.
Was it games? Yeah.
Game shows. Game shows.
If you want to go through it, because I think
it's
not
a lot
limited. There's a lot of
there's a lot of opportunities.
Yes.
For best winners, of course, we pick the best film, the best actor, actress, supporting actor.
Really quick on that. Quick on that. On the best actor, and best actress. We're tying.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
Tell me.
So we're tying this into the Fiesta San Antonio annual event, which is one of the biggest festivals in the world. I think it is actually the biggest, most attended festival in the world. And it's an 11-day event that San Antonio throws every year. There's parades, there's parties, there's private parties everywhere. People are just having fun for 11 days. So we're starting out at the beginning as the precursor to the festival. We're going to overlap a little bit for our last 2 days.
Right.
But what we're going to do, the festival is San Antonio Fiesta San Antonio has kings and queens of this and that, whatever royalty.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have our own royalty.
As well.
Yeah. So the actor and the best actor, best actress, supporting actress are gonna get crowned, and we're gonna get a sash. Yeah, and we're gonna try to get them in different events and see if we can get them. To make appearances representing the short film festival. King of short films, queen of short films.
Love it.
Yeah.
Prince and princess.
And prince and princess.
Or the supporting actor.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you really participate in the parade.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna
Be a
try to
part
get
of
money.
it.
Yeah, let's see if we can raise money to do a float so we can get all the royalty in there. Plus the winners of best direction, whatever they're gonna be called. What do we call them? God.
Blank.
Not them. Not what is that? Mental
Black.
blank. They're also going to be in the parade. Let's put it this way. They're also going to be in the parade,
Okay.
and participating in the parades or whatever we can get them into.
Okay. Well, parade. I mean, you can make the float can be as big as you'd like. In
Yeah.
fact, you can get all the winners in the float if you really wanted to.
You
Yeah.
could.
That's
That's
Was the thing. We had to decorate it,
Right.
Build a float and everything. But push comes to shove, we'll put them in a convertible car and
Exactly.
show up and wave to people and just represent us.
Why not?
Be part of the whole system there. That'll be a blast.
Type of like a Mardi Gras thing,
Yeah,
right?
basically, yeah.
Instead of beads, maybe we'll just have, I don't know, little cameras and phone cameras, something. I don't
Right,
know.
right.
Stretch
A
really.
lot of bling.
Yeah.
Or
I love your
bling.
bling.
You
Yes.
like my bling?
I
I'm
love your
so
bling. Yeah, look
glad.
at this. Yes.
I put him back. I faced it back because I was like, I don't know, it might just be too bling for my girl.
Okay.
My girl likes bling. I like her even more now.
Look at this bling. I just have one little bling.
Good.
I love it. It's so dainty. It's lovely on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely. I wear 30,000 necklaces. Or I
That's
wear none
nice.
at all.
That's funny.
So yeah, if we can get like all of the winners, like, okay, so I stopped at supporting actor and actress,
Yes.
animation, cinematography, the best cliffhanger.
Oh.
Yeah. Costumes, director, screenplay, original score, documentary editor, promo trailer, sound editing, sound mixing, makeup and hairstyling, visual effects, production design, and music video. So
Fascinating.
yeah,
So, who will pick the winners? Is there a committee? Is there
there
a
will
judge?
be there will be judges. Yeah,
Okay, there
and
will be judges.
So grateful for the judges. Yeah.
Yes.
So there will be judges. We haven't decided on the number of judges yet, have we?
I'm looking at about 6 right now because
Okay.
I'm looking at about
Okay.
6 at this point. But also the People's Choice Award award is not going to be judges. It's going to be by the people that go to the
Yeah, it's
gonna
gallery
take
the-
and
Throughout the year,
yeah,
right?
Throughout the
Yeah.
year, yeah,
That's the best way to gauge
Right,
it, because
right.
I mean, people will not lie. They're like it
Exactly.
or not,
exactly.
and so that is also a fantastic way for transparency. I would
Absolutely,
say.
absolutely.
Right. Fascinating.
It's going to be a blast.
It's it's gonna be a lot of fun. Are you ready for the work?
Oh, that's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work. I'm ready.
doing a
I'm
lot.
ready.
You're ready. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see it
Yeah.
happening. I can
Yeah.
see it successfully coming to fruition.
Yeah, like this Wednesday, I'm going to a small business conference to look for sponsors. Have you heard of the small business conference by the county?
I have.
That's this Wednesday, so I'm going to go there to see if I can start picking up sponsors.
Yes.
Because I need to. I'm looking for a title sponsor,
Right.
and I'm looking for also or a naming sponsor, what they call it, and then other sponsors for different levels.
Right.
So we're gonna go knock on doors at this conference to see if we can get some bites.
Absolutely. And so anybody interested in sponsorships or opportunities, gosh, I mean,
Yeah.
get a hold of you. So we'll link your information
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
for anyone that wants to be a part of this
Yeah.
life-changing, because this probably will change a few people's lives, a few actors, actresses, anybody that is into this type of art.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's so many
People like
opportunities.
just going in search of diamonds far away when they can be in your backyard.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And there are, and that's why we have the
Yeah.
podcast, because we
Yeah.
have so many diamonds
Mhm.
hidden
Yeah.
that need to be, shined up and
Absolutely.
showcased. And that's what we're all doing. We're about the same thing
Sure.
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's very, very neat. I totally support it and love what you're doing. So how can the public help you at this point? How can they be of help? Telling friends, right?
Yeah, tell your friends about it. This is really exciting because we're doing this from San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
And we're so close to, like San Antonio is the number 7 city in the
Right.
whole United States.
Right.
We get about like 32 million visitors.
Mm-hmm.
And this is crazy, but we are expecting for the week of April the 8th,
Uh-huh.
when totality is gonna happen, about 4 million people
Yes. It's perfect time to do it.
visiting, like just that week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So that is awesome.
Mhm.
That's awesome. This is a week, like
Yes.
right before, like 1 week before. So if you're coming to stay in San Antonio, don't just come for the eclipse, but like stay a little longer. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Anybody that is into arts,
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
sure will be looking forward to something like it. Not just the party and the booze and the music, but actually art.
Right.
So, for the films that are not in Spanish or English, right? Because I mean, we are in the heart of Texas. We're bilingual for for the most part.
Sí.
They have to be, you said dubbed, right? So we have
Subtitle.
or
Subtitle. Just subtitles.
subtitle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Con subtítulos. por
Con
favor.
subtítulos, sí,
Ujú.
sí, perfecto. Sea en inglés o en español o en japonés, el lenguaje que sea.
Japonés,
Así
sí.
es.
Mientras estén
Exacto.
subtitulados pueden participar.
Así
Ajá.
es.
Perfecto,
Sí.
perfecto. Qué bonito español.
Oye,
Sí, la
es,
verdad.
es el lenguaje que doy gracias a Dios que nací hablando
Claro.
porque yo escucho de que es muy difícil para las personas que no hablan aprenderlo.
Sí,
Y con eso
Sí.
puedes aprender francés, italiano, portugués,
Latín.
como que está,
Sí.
como que es más fácil en captar el lenguaje.
de
Esos
verdad.
lenguajes latinos, ¿no?
Tengo que aprender. otros
Ahorita voy por
lenguajes.
francés,
Qué
entonces
lindo.
ahorita hablo, bueno, obvio español, inglés. Je parle français
Oh,
un petit
that is
peu.
so sexy.
それで、日本語も少し話せます。
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Wow, you're.
Yeah.
Te dije hace rato, eres un estuche de monerías. Y es una.
Oye, ¿y cómo se traduce eso en inglés?
Estuche de monerías.
Estuche de monerías, really. You're a box of
Like-
surprises.
Oh, yeah.
Box of
Okay.
monkeys.
Box of monkeys.
Box of monkeys.
I am a box of monkeys.
Box of monkeys.
I'm gonna let him out. Yeah.
There you go. You just give it a new term. Yes, you are. You're so talented. You're so talented.
I love
So
it. I'm just, yeah.
blessed to know you. But yes, guys, so it is happening. Fiesta SATX Short Film Festival. Anybody that is interested,
Yeah.
do check out the website at fiestasatxshortfilmfestival.com.
Yes.
Anybody that wants to get a hold of you for opportunities for sponsorship, participation, or ideas, we're always welcoming anything that can improve or that can open doors.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to get either an email or somebody reach out to you.
Yeah.
So we will put all that information here at the end of the video, if not at the bottom.
Yes. Thank
But
you.
anything you want to add? Rick?
Yeah, also on the nonprofit,
Yes.
Lift Latinhearts Production. Well, actually,
Oh,
the website
yes.
is the actual website is www.liftlatinhearts.org. That's a website.
It's an org.
And so if you want to go ahead and visit that and learn
Perfect.
more about what we're trying to do for the Latino community there. And if you want to make a donation, there's a link to make donations to as the end of the year it's coming up, so a lot of people are
Yes.
making donations to different organizations so we can get a tax break.
Exactly.
So please consider donating so we can roll out our programs.
Yes,
So-
it's gonna stay here. It's gonna stay here, and what's more important, we don't know if our children, like my children, they like to sing, they like to act.
Yeah,
I mean, this could
Yeah.
touch somebody you know quite positively
absolutely.
to the core, to the heart. So you'd be donating to a great cause that is, it's
Yeah.
opening doors for probably our generations.
Yeah,
to come.
yeah.
So
Next generations, yeah.
it's huge.
Definitely.
It's huge.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much
Thank
for
Yes,
being here
thank you
today.
for
For
having
having
us
us.
in your wonderful place. Yeah.
It's been my pleasure.
Awesome studio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
you. And we support you, and we're here
Thank you.
for it.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
As you go through with it, please keep us posted so
Will.
that we can inform them, because now they're going to want to know.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, we will.
I'll be there for sure, though. I'll
All
be
right.
there hanging out with y'all.
Awesome.
And,
Yes.
and
Look
so
forward for
follow-ups.
to that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We love you guys. My
You're
casa is
welcome.
always your casa, as you all
Thank
know
you.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
yes. And amigos de Estudio 52, muchas gracias.
Hey.
Se les ama, se les quiere. Gracias por el apoyo. Thank you so much for watching, for staying tuned, for the follows and the likes, for the support, and again, spread the word. This is an amazing cause. You know, I don't bring you anything but good stuff, so you'll just trust me, this is good. And this has been another Friday episode. Los amo. Jessica,
You're
Rick.
Yay.
Gracias. And we'll see you guys at the next
Thank
one,
you.
all right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
See you guys
Thank
later.
you.
Bye.